Erica here, and I'm here today with a haul. It's been a while since I did a haul. My last one was huge. I've kind of been accumulating things one by one, and it is time that I haul them. I have read some of these already, and I do have reviews of some of them already as well, so I'll link those down below where applicable. And I just really wanted to get this out of the way before the Christmas haul begins. So let's get started. I recently purchased all 4 books in Robin Hobb's Rainwild Chronicles, which is the 4th trilogy in the larger Farseer series. So I have book 1, which is Dragon Keeper, book 2, Dragon Haven, book 3, City of Dragons, and book 4, Blood of Dragons, all by Robin Hobb. I really love these covers. They have metallic details, they have dragons on them, and they're just lovely. So I have not read those yet. I haven't read that series yet, but I'm looking forward to doing so shortly. I bought some graphic novels recently. Some of these I read during Dewey's 24-hour readathon in October, so I have talked about them a little bit. I bought most of them with the purpose of reading them during Dewey's, and then I haven't read all of them yet. But I purchased Platona by Jeff Lemire, Emmy Lemix, and Jordi Belair. This is a kind of one-off. It was published in issues, but this is going to be the only trade of this series, and it is about some kids who are obsessed with a superhero and what happens one day when they find that superhero in the woods. So I highly recommend this. I really love Jeff Lemire, so I'm really into this. About the 3rd volume of Giant Days by this volume is by John Ellison and Max Sarin, Whitney Kogar, and Jim Campbell, with the cover designed by Alyssa Tremaine, who did the previous illustrations in the first 2 trades, I believe. This is a wonderful series that follows a group of girls just beginning university and kind of their relationships and what develops out of it. I really enjoy it. I bought the 6th volume of Saga. I don't think I have to talk about Saga, and I already read this, so I've already talked about it. I bought the 2nd volume of Odyssey by Matt Fraction and Christian Ward. This series is insane, and the illustrations are like the most colorful things that have ever happened to your face. And I have not had a chance to read this volume yet, and I want to reread the first trade before I do dive into this. But basically, this story is a feminist sci-fi space opera retelling of Homer's The Odyssey. What more could you ask for? And I bought the 4th volume of Lumberjanes. This is by Noelle Stevenson, Brooke Allen, Marta Leo, Aubrey Itis? I did not pronounce that correctly. Anyway, this is a series that follows a group of girls at summer camp and all of their kick-ass adventures. I also really enjoy this series. It's really fun, really light, and really entertaining. And basically all of my Book of the Month books since October that I haven't technically hauled yet, but I have done reviews of 2 of these, so I have The Wonder by Emma Donoghue. I really love this cover. I did a full review of this, so I will link it down below. And I also have Nicotine by Nell Zink, which I also just very recently reviewed, which was my November pick for Book of the Month. And then in December, I opted for 2, and I did not get Claire Fuller's Swimming Lessons, which is like early release for Book of the Month members only. I opted for 2 other ones. So I got Whatever Happened to Interracial Love, which is a short story collection by Kathleen Collins. I'm super drawn to this cover because it's absolutely stunning. First of all, I don't know very much about this other than there are stories in it. They explore deep, far-reaching issues relating to race, gender, family, and sexuality that shape the ordinary moments of our lives. Wonderful. I'm all about that. So I'm really interested in this. It's a tiny little thing. And I also got Pull Me Under by Kelly Luce, which I had not heard of before, and I don't know how I'm going to feel about it, but I kind of try to pick Book of the Month books that I wouldn't necessarily pick up otherwise. That's kind of a thing I do. So this is about a 12-year-old girl who kind of just loses it one day and stabs a boy, and then spends the next so many odd years, next 7 years, in a mental institution. And I'm very intrigued by this and very interested. And also, again, not gonna lie, cover fucking awesome. And then 2 books that I'm currently reading that I recently bought as well. So I talked about these at the end of my November wrap-ups. One of them is Writing Down the Bones, Freeing the Writer Within by Natalie Goldberg, which is like apparently the book on writing. And I'm about halfway through it and I'm enjoying it, in case you can't tell by all my stickies. Really nice advice, not just for if you want to be a writer, but just as like writing as a therapy of sorts and just getting your thoughts down on paper. It's really wonderful, so I do recommend that. The other one is Swing Time by Zadie Smith, which just came out in November in the US. And I am about 125 pages into this. It is quite a long novel, and Zadie Smith's novels are a little bit slow going, so I'm kind of back and forth on this one, but I am enjoying it very much. And this is the story of, so far, this is the story of 2 young black girls who dream of being professional dancers, kind of their friendship over time and what happens to their lives as they get older. So that's what I've gotten from it so far. And I don't want to spoil anything else, but love Zadie Smith. Her writing is so stunning. Also, something that's not like technically a book, but it is a book, that I purchased for myself and I'm also currently reading. I Instagrammed a picture of this when I got it, but it is the 2016 short story advent calendar. So I was eyeing this last year, and I really regret that I didn't buy the 2015 version. But it is exactly what it says it is. It even says on the side, collection of 24 stories, open one by one, on the mornings leading up to Christmas. Great. I'm all about chocolate advent calendars also, but short stories seemed like a worthy investment of my money. So this is really beautiful, and I'm going to do a review of this at the end of Vlogmas when I've read all of the stories, but just so you can have a preview. It comes in this lovely box, and you open it, and it looks like this. And it even says, this is going to be fun on this side, which is amazing. And then every day, you pull out a story, and it has a number on it, and then you read it. And after you read it, you can go online, and the people who publish this will have posted an interview with the author about themselves and about that day's short story. So it's really wonderful. I'm discovering a lot of authors that I previously didn't know about, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. So I will say that it's a little late to get one now, but if you make yourself a reminder for next year, this thing is awesome. And again, I'll do a full review on that and all the stories. Well, not each individual story, but I'll do a review of that and talk about some of my favorite stories at the end of the month when I've finished it. I'm a little bit behind right now, shockingly. Anyway, so that's a little baby haul that I just wanted to get out of the way before the Christmas hauling begins. If you've read any of these or would like to talk about any of them, let's do so in the comments. And thank you all so much for watching. I will have another video tomorrow for more Vlogmas. Bye.